Everyone, I'm Hilary Chin. Thank you all so much for coming and watching my YouTube channel. Today, I want to teach you how to do multiple selection in your Excel sheet. There is a way that we do drop downs using Excel sheet. And each time we do this drop down, many times we find it difficult to be able to choose multiple items just in a single cell. So today I'll be teaching you how to do that. What we do, we make sure we create some codes using the VBA system in our Excel sheet. I'll be teaching you how to first of all assign to a specific cell, from a specific cell move to a column, and from a column move to many columns. Okay, and what I want you to know is that you can pause this video when I get to the code and write down that code carefully into your code code view within your Excel sheet, just as I'll be doing as you follow. And also pay attention, this is very serious. Pay attention to the 6th line of my code as I'll be showing you. And of course, this is contextual. You can use this and apply to your own context depending on your organization, depending on your company. Let's get into my system so I show you how this works.
Yes, before I show you how to choose multiple selection in your drop down, let me first show you how I made the drop downs that we are going to be seeing. Okay, what I did was I make sure that I put my header countries, then I name the different countries, then I come here and I put countries again, and I want it to appear under here. Okay, I want to be selecting different options here. So what I did was I come and I click this cell, come up to data here, I click, and then I go up here to data validation, and I chose my data validation, and I came here and then I chose list. Okay, once I chose list, I now made this go up there, and then I come and select all this. Okay, this could be found in a different sheet. Okay, and once I selected, it appears right here. Let me show you. It appears right here, and I bring this down again, and then I chose OK. Once I did that, you see now I can select different options. I can select Cameroon, I can select Nigeria. Okay, and I can share this to other areas of my form here. I can just share the formula in that manner. Okay, so let's go now to my first data. So this is how I did to create all these. So but here now I want us to choose multiple selection. You see that I cannot choose multiple selection here because once I choose it removes the first option and it brings the second option. For instance, if I choose pawpaw here as a fruit, it removes pawpaw, remove the previous option, and then brings me pawpaw. If I come here again under countries and I choose Cameroon or Nigeria, if I want to choose another option like Cameroon, it replaces, but I want it to appear many times. Okay, so in order to do this, we need a code, and I'll be showing you that code. But before I show you that code, I want you to pay attention to this. You see this slide here. I brought this slide and I wrote pay attention to the 6th line of the code. On the 6th line of that code, this is what these are the changes you'll be seeing there. The first changes I'll do is if target.address equals to open quotations, put your dollar signs, choose a particular cell which is B12. Okay, and you put dollar in front of the B or in front of the letter, and then put another dollar in front of the figure, and then you close your quotation, and then you put then. This is the first the first line in this is the first address in the 6th line of the code. So once you put this, you are going to be targeting specific cell in order for multiple selection to be done. Secondly, here if you come to the red line here, we say if target.column equals to 2, then okay, it means that you are going to put this code and specify the particular column. Okay, and you start counting your column from the left, which we are going to be seeing. These numbers can change. Okay, you can go to column 1, column 2, and so on and so forth. These other cells here can change to different cells, but this is a specific cell based on this video. You can also go and say if. You can also go to the next here, and then you say if target.column equals to 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, you know, applying it to different or many columns. Okay, so I just wanted you to take note, because while we are going in the code now, you might not see clearly what I'm doing, but I just wanted to emphasize on this. So while we are in there now, if you look at this cell here, if I come to this particular cell here, let me first delete this. If I come to this particular cell here and I chose mango, and I come again and I choose pair, you see that it appears two different selection. If I come again and I choose orange, you see that I have mango, pear, orange in one cell, because it is cell B12 as we saw on our slide. Okay, I have applied that specific code here. This is what I did. If I come to this particular sheet which says cells, and I right click and I go to my view code and I open, you see this is the code that I pasted here. I want to emphasize that you can take your time, you who is watching, pause this video at this time, also open your view code just as I've done, and carefully write this code as you see it here. It's going to give you the same result. But like I said, you have to pay attention to this seek line here, you see, which says if target dot address equals to open quotations $B $12 close quotations, and then, because I'm specifying this particular cell which we have previously seen. Okay, if I go to the next cell now, which is one column, and then I have chosen just this column, remember we start counting from this column A, it says 1 2, so I have decided to apply it to this second column. That is why if I come here and I choose like this and I choose mango, and then I come again and I choose pear, you see it appears. If I come to the second part and I choose pawpaw, and I come again and I choose maybe pineapple, you see that it appears. Okay, it means I have applied to all of this column. Previously we did it only on a cell which was B12. Okay, this is what we did. If I right click again, go to my view code, on my view code here on the seek line here, you see that it's a different address that I have. If target dot column equals to 2, column 2, I am emphasizing that I want it to appear in column 2 here. Okay, and like I said, you can copy this code like this and just be flexible about it right up here, maybe adding more columns or maybe changing the different cells, specifying the cells that you want this particular multiple selection to be applied on. Okay, and once you do that changes, come up here to this small button and then you run your code. Once you run it, you click run and then it applies. I can still copy this code like this. Okay, and I Control C and I come to my Excel sheet here, and I come to this other sheet where we were doing it here, and then I right click and I open my code here. You see that up here now I come and choose sheet because I want to apply it on this sheet, you see, and then I open this space and then I Control V and then I copy it. This is how I apply the code in other areas. Up here we have repeated that, so I have to clean that, and then I have to also clean this end sub down here. Okay, and we have applied this code. But one thing we have to note here is that we have to run it. So if I come here and I click here, it says run, and I run the code. Now I have also applied it on this specific sheet that you see here. But of course again I've applied it to sheet 2, so I can decide to apply it to sheet, let's start counting 1 2 3 4 5 to sheet 5. So if I go back here on this code here, and then I come up here and I change this 2 to 5, okay, and I put 5. I'm just trying to be flexible here, guys, and then I run it again. I come back now to this sheet and I go now to my sheet 5, to my column 5 here, and I choose Ghana. You see that it gives me Ghana. If I choose another USA, you see that it gives me USA because I have just applied on this sheet. But let's go again to the many columns and I show you. Right here we have, I've applied to 2 columns. If we choose pair here, it will appear. If we choose orange, it appears. I also apply to this column here. So if we choose Nigeria, it goes. If we choose UK here, it goes. Why? Because I've applied to column 2 and column 3. Let's check the code and see if this is true. If I go to view code here, you see that right up here to the 6th line here, I have if target.column equals to 2 or 3. I can continue this right up to about any amount of column I want to. I can say or 4 and so on and so forth, and it's just going to be applying as I add the different ors, okay, on the code. Let me run this. Okay, so this is just how you can do a whole lot when it comes to doing multiple selections using your Excel sheet and also a VBA code, as you have seen here. Thank you all so much and stay blessed.
Thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe, remember to like, remember to share if this was really helpful to you. Of course, this is how we write codes behind Excel to make our work easy and also to make the tool friendly to whoever is putting in data or whoever is analyzing data within this tool. Excel is one of the best tools for data analysis and data scientists, and is used across different organizations, different companies. So I encourage you and I implore you to begin to learn how to use some of these basic skills that I try my best to teach on my YouTube channel. Stay blessed, and I can only see you next time with other goodies from Excel, Power BI, Tableau, SQL, and other amazing data science tools.